Are you serious?
Hello, welcome to another episode of How to Kill an Hour. My name's Marcus Bronzy.
I'm Sean.
How's it going, man?
I'm good, bro.
Nice. And I hope you're good as well.
I'm enjoying the aircon in here because it is toasty outside.
The AC is nice. It's just, you know what it is, yeah? Typical British thing. We're going to complain about the weather a little bit. It's what we do. The weather outside is slightly warmer than usual, but it is muggy.
It's muggy.
As heck, mate. It feels like you're walking through molasses out there. Do you know what I mean? The air's thick. You know what I mean? Not the good kind of thick.
I got to be honest, right?
Yeah.
For a long time, I thought molasses were a type of like anchovy or some sort of fish.
Really?
I'm putting it out there. Yeah.
Wow. You thought people used to smoke molasses? Fish?
I looked at like, I think it was like HP sauce or something. I looked at it and I was like, oh, why is it? Is it like Worcestershire sauce where it's got some sort of fish sauce or something in it? I thought that was, this is a while ago, but still.
Oh, cool. Just
don't know why I need to bait myself out on that, but yeah.
That's all good, mate. Look, we keep it honest on this show, innit? Like, this is the show where Sean and I climb all over the internet and find some funny bits to talk about. And the first bit we talk about are our jokes, which is jokes of the week. Should we get straight into it, brother?
Yeah.
Olympics is coming up, so I've got some Olympic ones coming into the mix and blend, if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
Husband, honey, I just bought these special Olympic-style condoms. Wife, Olympic-style condoms? What makes them so special? Husband, they come in 3 colours, gold, silver and bronze. Wife, oh, sweet. What colour are you going to wear tonight? Husband, gold, of course. Wife, why don't you wear silver? It would be nice if you came second for a change.
Yeah, that was a good one to kick off.
Yeah.
All right. I had a phone conversation today with a very nice young chap. This is how it went. Hello, how are you today? I'm very well, thank you for asking. How are you? And more to the point, who are you? Madam, I'm calling you from Microsoft. My name is Thomas. Microsoft? Is that a city in Asia? No, madam. Microsoft, the computer company. I'm calling to tell you that we've found a problem with your computer. Really, that's quite concerning. Yes, madam, it can become very serious indeed, but thankfully, I'll be able to fix it for you. No, I meant it's concerning because I don't have a computer. You don't? No. It must be a problem with your laptop, madam. I don't have one. An iPad? Nope. A tablet? I have none of those things. As a matter of fact, I don't even have a telephone. After a few seconds of silence, he said, Madam, you're lying to me now. So I responded, well, you started it. I put the phone down.
Shout out to the scammers out there, man. All right. I'm hoping this one hits you from an angle, bruv. Okay. Whoa. This one comes out, I'm hoping that you don't see the punchline of this. A Russian and an Irish wrestler were set to square off for the Olympic gold medal. Before the final match, the Irish wrestler's trainer came to him and said, now don't forget all the research we've done on this Russian. He's never lost a match because of his pretzel hold. He ties you up in knots. Whatever you do, do not let him get you in that hold. If he does, you're finished. The Irishman nodded in acknowledgement, and as the match started, the Irishman and the Russian circled each other several times, looking for an opening. All of a sudden, the Russian lunged forward, grabbing the Irishman and wrapping him up in the dreaded pretzel hold. A sigh of disappointment arose from the crowd, and the trainer buried his face in his hands, for he knew all was lost. He couldn't watch the inevitable happen. Suddenly, there was a long, high-pitched scream and a cheer from the crowd, and the trainer raised his eyes just in time to watch the Russian go flying up in the air, and his back hit the mat with a thud, and the Irishman collapsed on top of him, making the pin and winning the match. The trainer was astounded. When he finally got the wrestler alone, he asked, how did you ever get out of that hold? No one has ever done it before. The Irish wrestler answered, well, I was ready to give up when he got me in that hold, but at the last moment, I opened my eyes and I saw this big pair of testicles right in front of my face. I had nothing to lose, so with my last ounce of strength, I stretched out my neck and bit those babies as hard as I could. The trainer exclaimed, oh, so that's what finished him off. Not really, said the Irish wrestler. You'd be amazed how strong you get when you bite your own balls.
Angles. I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one coming.
There you go. It's funny one, isn't it? There you go.
See that one coming. Dude. All right. Another long one. A wife decides to take her husband, James, to a strip club for his birthday. They arrive at the club and the doorman says, hey, James, how you doing? His wife's puzzled and asks if he's been to the club before. Oh, no, says James. He's on my bowling team. When they were seated, a waitress asked James if he'd like his usual and brings him over a Budweiser. His wife is becoming increasingly uncomfortable and says, "How did she know that you drink Budweiser?" "Oh, she's in the ladies' bowling league, honey. We share lanes with them." A stripper then comes over to their table, throws her arms around James and says, "Hi, James. Want your usual table dance, big boy?" James's wife, now furious, grabs her purse and storms out of the club. James follows and spots her getting into a cab. But before she can slam the door, he jumps in beside her. He tries desperately to explain how the stripper must have mistaken him for someone else, but his wife is having none of it. She's screaming at him at the top of her lungs, calling him every name in the book. The cabbie turns his head at this point, turns around and says, "Looks like you picked up a real bitch tonight, James." Savage.
Bad James. Bad James. Bad James.
James.
Why hasn't Africa ever won an Olympic gold medal in basketball?
I don't know.
Because Africa isn't a country. Take that one to school. Learn them. It's a continent, baby.
So, usually I'm like, "That's so dumb." I'm like, "I'm so dumb."
Oh man,
dear.
those loaded questions there, innit? It throws you, innit? It just throws you. It just throws you. And the thing is, you're someone who knows you definitely wouldn't mix that up in any everyday life.
No, but I was like, I didn't want to police your joke. You know? That's what it was.
Obviously, bro. Thank you, man, for being the journeyman.
Trying to be cool, innit?
Appreciate that. Cool. Big up.
A pregnant woman went to the gynecologist, and when asked what the problem was, she responded, "Well, whenever I take off my clothes, my melons get hard." Shocked, the doctor took a deep breath, then asked, "Your melons get hard?" "Yes," quite innocently came her reply. "Please undress so I can check," replied the still amazed doctor. So she undressed and he got down to the feeling and massaging, trying to reach an answer. After some considerable time, the doctor, still looked puzzled, said, "Well, madam, I don't know what you have, but it sure is as contagious as hell." No, that's not such a basic. Sorry.
Yeah. After the Olympics, I saw a man carrying a long stick, and I asked, "Are you a pole vaulter?" He said, "No, I am German. How did you know my name was Volta?"
I love it. Do you know what it was like? This was like the one on the aeroplane. Do you remember the one like I'm gonna have to re-remember it. I have to remember.
All right.
I'll run that one up. But that's right up my street. It's a great one.
Classic.
Okay. A burglar breaks into a house in the dead of night while the family is on vacation. He's fumbling around trying to find valuables with a small weak flashlight so as not to alert any neighbours. He hears someone say, "Jesus is watching you." He turns around quickly. "Who's there?" There's no answer. He continues on, thinking maybe his mind is playing tricks on him. He hears it again. "Jesus is watching you." The guy looks around again and spots a small parrot in a cage. He approaches the cage and says to the parrot, "Ah, just a parrot. Guess your owner's taught you to say that." The parrot says, "Actually, I'm fluent in English." The burglar is taken aback. "Well, that's cool, I guess. Say, what's your name, Mr. Parrot?" "Moses," says the bird. The guy chuckles. "What kind of people name a parrot Moses?" The parrot replies, "The same kind of people who name their Rottweiler Jesus."
Yes. Come on. All right. After Nigeria was unable to win any medals at the Tokyo Olympics, the Nigerian sports minister personally offered to refund all the expenses of fans that travelled to Brazil. He said he just needed their bank details and PIN numbers to complete the transaction.
Oh, sorry. That was being Nigerian. This was like tickled you even more.
Bro, I love it, bro. Come on. That's a good little back.
I should have seen it. Coming. I really should have.
Man, I like the fact we both had scam jokes today as well.
Yeah. There we go. Right. I've got a couple of short ones. Right. What's the difference between a red lentil and a chickpea?
I don't know.
I've never had a red lentil on my face before. Yeah, I can see in your face that you knew that was coming.
It's a classic. I love it. All right, I got one more short one, and then I got a long one to wrap it up with you if you want. If laziness was an Olympic sport, I'd come fourth, so I wouldn't have to walk up the podium.
Oh, yeah, I'm about that.
Shout out to my lazy gang. There you go. Yeah.
I got another short one here.
All right.
To the guy who cut in front of me at the gangbang, I'm coming after you. A shorty but a goodie, huh?
That's a classic. All right. A man met a beautiful girl and decided he wanted to marry her right away. She protested, but we don't know anything about each other. He replied, that's all right, we'll learn about each other as we go along. She consented and they were married, and they went on their honeymoon to a very nice resort. One morning they were laying by the pool when he got up off his towel, climbed to the 30-foot high diving board and did a 2.5 tuck gainer, entering the water perfectly, almost without a ripple. That was followed by 3 rotations in a jackknife position before he again straightened out and cut the water like a knife. After a few more demonstrations, he came back and lay down on his towel looking quite smug. She said, that was incredible. He said, I used to be an Olympic diving champion, you see. I told you we'd learn more about each other as we went along. So she got up and she jumped in the pool and she started doing laps. She was moving so fast that the ripples from her pushing off at one end of the pool would hardly be gone before she was touching the other end of the pool. After about 30 laps completed in mere minutes, she climbed back out and lay down on her towel, barely breathing hard. The man said, wow, that was incredible. Were you an Olympic endurance swimmer? No, she said. I was a prostitute in Venice and I worked both sides of the canal.
That was left field. I didn't see that.
Yeah, a little one there.
All right, one more for me. Yeah?
All right, hang on.
A man with a gun goes into a bank and demands money. Once he is given the money, he turns to a customer and asks, did you see me rob the bank? Man replied, yes, sir, I did. The robber shoots him in the head, killing him instantly. He then turned to a couple standing next to him and asked the man, did you see me rob the bank? The man replied, no, sir, I didn't. But I'm pretty sure my wife did. That's what I would do.
Oh man, and there you have it. There are our jokes
of the week.
Time to move on to our next part of the show. Right, so just before we move on, if you have a thirst for more jokes, we actually have got a way that we're going to be sharing new jokes with you soon. You will find out if you listen to the podcast and subscribe. That's all I'll say right now, because that gives us maximum surprise and minimum commitment in case it all fucks up. Time for our next part of the show, where Sean and I talk about some random news stories and facts of the week. Sean, I've got one for you straight away if you want me to jump into it, bro.
Kick us off.
Cocaine sharks
of the week.
You heard of the movie Cocaine Bear, Sean?
I have indeed.
It's based on a real true life story, actually, isn't it? Cocaine Bear, where a bear consumes cocaine and goes on a rampage. Still haven't seen the film. I really want to watch it.
You haven't watched the film?
It looks like it's one of those ones I want to see. Where is it?
It's great.
Well, I mean, is it a Prime thing?
It is on... I can't remember now.
It's not on if it was Netflix, I feel like it would have found its way into my algorithm. And I have got the other streaming services, but I want to watch it. It's one I'd want to watch with you in it. Chill, kick back, have a little beverage.
It is.
Okay.
Also, can I just remind you what in real life they called the bear?
What do they call it in real life?
Pablo Escobar.
Come on! Pablo Escobar.
It's an absolute gem.
Oh my days. Right, Sean. I can't believe I'm saying these words.
Okay.
People are taking so much cocaine that it's spilling out into the ocean and dosing up sharks. That is a real thing I am saying to you, bro. It's happening in Brazil. Scientists have tested 13 predators caught in Brazilian waters, and they had high levels of the drug in their muscles and livers, sometimes as much as 100 times found previously in other sharks. Because yes, somebody has the job of measuring the amount of cocaine in sharks. Sorry, that's a lot, isn't it? I'm just throwing a lot at you there.
I'm processing right now.
Okay.
I'm like, how much? Also,
How much cocaine could a shark take? Yeah.
no, I'm just thinking like, you know, if usually I'm guessing you would consume the cocaine, not dash it in the water.
Yes. We will dig deeper.
Is this after it? I'm feeling like if it gets processed, then I don't.
Yeah, I don't think we shit out. I don't think we shit cocaine out after we use it. I think this is my guess before delving in deeper. My think is the little bits that people throw away, like a little baggie in the ocean. You know, like lots of little plastic bags. I think sharks are like accidentally consuming them. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, we'll find out. They're exposed to cocaine through pollution, although the exact mechanism isn't known. Maybe we won't find out. But it could be wastewater with sewage containing urine and feces from humans who consumed it flowing into the ocean. I think, if I'm honest, if I'm going to hazard a guess, somebody's boat went down who was bringing cocaine into or away from Brazil. There may have been a tasty snack of sorts, a human-based snack on board. Maybe a human grabbed onto maybe humans are grabbing onto bricks of cocaine, which are probably wrapped watertight to hold onto them, or a shark just had a little nibble and ripped open a bit of cocaine, and it was just in the water as there was a frenzy of sharks around the boat, and they all got fucking lit.
And the shark was just swimming around.
Yeah. Sean covered his nose. Just they cover one gill with a fin and go on the other side. But yeah,
hey, that's I'm no scientist.
No, choose your words carefully, Sean. I'm no
biologist.
Yes.
I just can't see how just from human consumption and urinating. I don't see, because I don't know. I don't
Sean, that's a very worthy question. But there are other types of pollution. Okay, researchers writing in the Science of Total Environment the other day said it might be from drainage from illegal labs processing the drug.
That makes more sense. That makes way more sense.
But I'm saying your drug operation isn't very good if the stuff that comes out is that strong. Shouldn't you be like, just saying, bro?
It feels like a waste.
Yeah, man. Like a baker's dozen has a 13th bun on it because they saved a bit of extra dough. They don't just throw that out, mate. Do you know what I mean? Save a bit of that.
Yeah.
If I was running a lab, I'd tighten shit. Hey, come on, guys. No wastage.
You know what I mean? Efficiency.
Wastage
productivity.
Wastage is horrible for business.
Bad for pollution.
Yeah.
Bad for sharks.
Bad for the top and bottom line.
It's bad for business.
It's bad for business.
I mean, tighten up your operations.
Tighten that up, man. Do you know what I mean? Tighten that. It was less likely that these sharks were directly nibbling on bales of coke or lost at dumps at sea. Damn, that's my thing out the window. Because they're not so commonly found in Brazil as they are in Mexico or Florida. Okay.
What's not found in Brazil?
Bricks. All right, mate. Whoever's writing this definitely don't know what they're talking about. Listen, if humans are there, the brick is bricking, bruv. Yeah, but this thing could be sewage that contains cocaine residue in it, and the sharks are kind of just swimming through it unknowingly, getting absolutely twisted.
Unknowingly,
repeatedly, unknowingly, again and again.
We had a story on like early days, about the dolphins messing with the pufferfish to get stoned.
Yeah.
So we will have to say allegedly. They are swimming through it unknowingly. But also they could be doing it very much on purpose.
If it's a dolphin, no question of a doubt, they like it. In fact, Sean, we've had a cocaine bear. Yeah, we have cocaine shark. We have sharks getting high on pufferfish. If word spreads in the deep blue that there's some goody in Brazil, we may see some dolphins come through. And when the dolphins come through, it's a problem for everyone because they're the bullies of the sea. Yes. Don't forget, they smoke a live pufferfish. They fuck it up.
I reckon excretes poison. They may be the ones cooking it. So maybe we need to have a conversation with them about their wastage.
Yeah. Because dolphins, bro, they're nefarious creatures.
They are.
They've got great PR campaign.
They do, because everyone thinks they're just like super gentle.
They're horrible,
Can be savage.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
They're not killer whales, but they're close.
I mean, I think they bully killer whales now, but killer whales have been bullying boats. That's another story. I really want. Did you talk about that?
No, but I remember seeing that.
Yeah, they've been bullying boats.
Yeah. And they were trying to figure out why they suddenly started to like attack the boats. And
all right, let's get into it a little bit. So killer whales have been turning over boats in certain parts of the world, and people want to know why, because they're not really getting much food out of it. They don't always want to eat humans. And one of the theories, boredom. Yeah, boredom. One of the theories is boredom, and also it's a bit of a trend. They like do things sometimes and they just do it. I don't know what old killer world trends are. That's why I've not got the article. Up, but they don't have trends, so it's like hashtag trending for them. So they're like, hey guys, hashtag Free Willy here. Just want to do a hashtag boat flip. That's what it is, bro.
It's their version of like a happy slap.
Yeah, it's like their TikTok. It's like a TikTok prank. Hey guys, time to flip the boats. You get me? That's what they do.
Swims back to his crew. They're like, all like, oh. Hey,
That's a good one, man.
That was the biggest boat that anyone's flipped so far, you know.
Hold my cocaine. But so in the study, which is actually called Cocaine Shark, the first report on cocaine and Paul Gascoigne detection in sharks, research benzoglycogen. There you go. Detection in sharks. I just went for whatever was close. Researchers. Oh no disrespect to Gascoigne. Researchers measured cocaine and its main metabolite benzolegoglycogen in the bodies of 13 sharks that were caught in the wild or on small fishing vessels. They were chosen because they spend their lives in coastal waters and were most likely to be affected by the pollution. It's a real deal. You get me? It's a real deal. They are consuming cocaine. There is a horror film that was renamed Cocaine Shark after the success of Cocaine Bear. So there is a Cocaine Shark film that maybe we should watch because
it better be really bad,
bro.
It needs to be really bad.
Do you know what? One of my like you may or may not know I love Star Trek. You may not know I love certain types of films that I presume to be good. One of my favorite types of film, or my favorite, shall I say, I'm just going to call it a nice bit of IP, is the Sharknado series, bruv. Yeah? Each film gets shitter and shitter. Better and better. I could watch all of them back to back. And it's probably one of the most enjoyable experiences I've had in my life, bro.
I've watched like
horrible.
I've watched like parts of loads of them, but I've never sat and watched the whole one in its entirety.
Do you know what, Shawnee? You ain't missed a bit. You ain't missed a beat, and that's the great thing. You can have it on, watch it or not, and watch it again and again. It's fantastic,
See,
bro.
This is the way that I find when it comes to these kind of films, right? It either needs to be so bad that it becomes a cult classic, or it needs to be really good. Anywhere in the middle, like nah. I need to be able to see like someone's done CGI on the old laptop. I need to have some. There needs to be some some humor due to the lack of funds for producing it. I
want to see extras looking at the camera more than once when they're not meant to be.
Yeah,
you get me?
stuff like that.
Or like running in one direction and realizing they're meant to be running another. Yeah, I want to see that. And to be honest, let's be honest, those films probably came off the back end of a massive cocaine binge, because that is definitely right. So Jaws has done well, Twist has done well. Why don't we combine them both? And everyone in the room's like, great, green light. Do you know what I mean?
Like, I'm not sure they'll have another line.
Have another line of it and see. Right, stay with me, yeah. Cocaine. Bear. Okay, yeah, definitely. So yeah, that's one of my stories of the week, Sean. What have you got for us, broski?
I actually have another animal themed one.
I'm loving the synchronicity that we're having.
Oh, maybe it's just so and it is a great title. It's slightly misleading.
All right,
but I'm still going to leave with the heading. Hippos might fly.
What?
That's the title.
I'm in.
Should we leave it there?
No, okay. Yeah, that was it. Thanks. It's great listening to the show, guys. It's been amazing. No, what the hell's going on?
Again, it's slightly misleading, but UK research discovers animal can get airborne. And hippos are some.
They are big.
Big utes, isn't it? So, analysis shows hippos get all 4 feet off the ground at once, up to 15% of the time when at full pelt.
Wow. I mean, if it was without the 15%, I'd probably be a bit more amazed. But that is impressive, though, because they are, honestly, all joking aside.
They're like £1,000, bro.
Have you seen, and you ain't talking about the price, and have you seen when someone's done a picture of them where they peel away the skin and show you what their body looks like underneath? They're ripped, bro.
Oh, is it?
Like they're like
£1,000 of muscle in it.
They are
1,000
like
kilos or 1,000 pounds.
£1,000 sounds cool, but you know, both of those a ton. Yeah, either of those is a lot. Do you know what I mean? But
it's just like just looking at it, just got a little bit of meat covering all of the like.
Would it be fair to say they are like the world's strongest men of the animal kingdom?
Yeah,
look a bit fluffy. But when it comes down to it,
they're not bodybuilders.
they're not
shredded.
They're not shredded.
Yeah,
but when it comes down to it, no one really wants to mess with them. Like I wouldn't,
Mm.
if I was in a room full of the world's strongest men. No disrespect, you could be one of the best martial artists in the world, but if you get a pylon from from that,
if any hall grabs you,
any hall grabs you,
in half, innit?
I don't think a little wrist lock is going to get me out of it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
actually, did you see the one where he fought two guys?
Oh yeah, and they were giving him loads of shit, weren't they? Yeah,
Just like, but they were like both small guys. He just absolutely.
He knocked one out first, and the other one was running away.
Off.
Yeah,
it was cold.
That was crazy. But
yeah, I mean, I'll give you a little bit more.
Oh, yeah, give me a little bit more.
It takes a scientific mind to see the grunting hulk of a hippopotamus and wonder whether,
That means
given
with science.
sufficient motivation,
Oh, yeah.
such an improbable beast might ever become airborne. And so to researchers at the Royal Veterinary College in North Mims, Hertfordshire, whose painstaking examination footage of the creatures revealed that when the hefty herbivores reach top speed, they do indeed take off.
Hey.
Also, painstaking examination. I feel like all you got to do is like watch like a video.
Yeah. They watched the video frame
them.
by frame and they ticked a box saying, in this frame, is its feet in the air?
Airborne,
is it
yes.
not? And then they added all the maths together and then they divided it and that was the average.
Yeah,
Percentage.
Painstaking.
To be fair though, that is quite painstaking, isn't it? It's not the funnest day's work. But I love the fact that that's called science nowadays. I know, you know what, all joking aside, that is impressive, and I feel like by itself that fact may not be amazing, but when you add that into the plethora of things that hippos can do, they are probably one of the most formidable beasts in the country.
They are.
They can run really fast as well. They're nimble.
Can't they run at like 30 or 40 miles an hour or something ridiculous like that? Probably should say they can.
30. Go on.
I was just gonna say how fast first and foremost.
Well, it says here, Google says 30 kilometers an hour. Then it says 19 to 28 miles an hour, 30 to 45 kilometers an hour. Google saw it out. Google's AI is getting involved. But
bros, these animals can reach more than 2,000 kilos, bro.
What?
2,000 kilos. Also, I did see a video the other day of a crocodile, and it kills a baby. It kills a baby hippo. What happens next? You see like some like 1,500 kilo, like the mum spots it. She comes charging over, bro. The next thing you know, there's like 40 hippos just like fucking up this. I'm not sure if it was a crocodile or an alligator, but this thing just got ripped to pieces, man. Like one hippo would fuck it up. There was like 40 of them.
Yeah, one hippo. Honest, like, and you think Sean's joking? He's not. One hippo could deal with an alligator, probably snap it in half. Yeah, if it's got its jaws on it good. Yeah. So 40, and they were just bits of alligator or crocodile.
It just got like, they all just like surrounded it, and you could see them just like taking chunks and they were just throwing bits of it. I was like
mental.
And you were like, oh, you fucked up, man.
Yeah, damn, son. Alligator, yeah, man. They're alligators, man. They are formidable creatures, but hippos, I think,
you might, if you killed the baby hippo, you need to be moving off sharpish.
Yeah. It's probably the only one it could have even got near to killing a little baby hippo.
This one was like a fifth of the size of any of the adults. It was like
I was in like 200, 300 kilograms.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard,
but alligator was still throwing it around, throwing it around, and he got his karma was real quick.
Yeah, man. Listen, that's flipping scary, you know, man. If you could see any animal, right now, Sean, carte blanche, what would you want to see?
What
any animal?
Like in the flesh?
In the flesh right now, yeah. I mean, we can do it on the TV right now, and that would be a really rubbish. All right, okay, surprise!
Wow.
Hey, 4K.
Yeah, but do I have to think about my safety? As in, like, will it?
I'm giving carte blanche, bro. You've got as much money as you want. You can do what you want. Because some people talk about the whole shark cage or bear and stuff like that. I'd like to see a bear, a polar bear, but I want to be on the ship looking at it with binoculars. But I want to see it in real life. I don't want to be within 50 meters of it, bruv.
Have you seen the ones where there's like they're like people in a cage, and then like the polar bears come over and they're like, oh, they're just coming to say, bruh. They're like, how do I get inside this thing so I can eat this bruh? Yeah, that's what they're saying.
They can smell us from a very long way away, and the worst thing is, they don't really like the taste of humans. So they'll just have a little nibble and be like, fuck you up and be like, oh, yeah, man,
Sharks do that as well,
we're not
don't they?
fatty enough, bruv. We're like a flipping, we are like, imagine that, like you're like, oh, I really fancy you're starving and you want some real nice naughty grub, right? You want a big fatty flipping sea lion or dolphin.
But instead you get a spare rib with no meat on it.
Exactly. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Or imagine like you're really hungry, like, you know, you've had a night out and it's the next day, like, oh, we just need a strong breakfast, and I come out and be like, yeah, I've just got a light vegetable and walnut salad. You'll be like, what the fuck? Yeah, man, it's rocket and olive oil, man. It's got some nuts on it and everything. It's really nice. I'll put some balsamic on it. You'll be like, what? No bacon. But,
I can't.
Yeah, man.
I do remember. I think it was Ricky Gervais talking about the fact that this is where I get all of my animal facts from Ricky Gervais. But he was saying that they would, when they're hunting, they would cover their nose because it's like the only thing which is like black.
Oh.
Yeah, so they'll be hunting and they'll turn around, like, you know, the animal will turn around, they'll be like,
oh man, why am I hearing like the Scooby-Doo noises like?
I suppose that's the thing. It could also be nonsense, but I suppose that's the thing.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I think that's what I want to see. But I want to be. I'm on a boat, which is luxurious and I'm very warm. I'm sipping a hot chocolate and seeing it from 50 meters plus away. And there are icebreakers that can get that close to them. So yeah, that's what I'd want to do. I don't think I want to be near to one because it's not a way. I don't want to go that way, bruv.
You're a big ute, man. I reckon you could wrestle like a small, but like a baby.
An embryo, a polar bear embryo. I'd fuck it up. Give me an embryo. I'll smash it up, bruv. When it comes to a live polar bear, bro, I don't think I'd even want to mess with a cub.
Bro, have you seen the they have this thing where you can it's a machine that it's got two handles and you have to, it's like almost like a deadlift.
Yeah.
And then it will have a meter. It's a bit like one of them punch machines, and it will have a meter and it will tell you how strong you are compared to which animal.
Okay.
So like some people would like do it and it'll be like a bird and it will keep going up, going up, and they were trying to expose what the top animal was, but nobody got to it. I think they got to like second, but they were like people were strong as pandas and all kind of like and other like big things. But I was like, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, man. That or a gorilla, like a silverback.
Oh. But the thing is, with like silverbacks and stuff, like people will just be like right next to them. They'll be like beating their chest and
the people they're with, they do this noise like they go, and it's meant to calm them and tell them that you're chill. They have like special people to take you out. But there are videos of one just fucking around and like grabbing a cameraman, and like it looks like he just tosses him like a shoelace, but he like grabs him and just pulls his leg and lets him go. But the cameraman goes, no, the cameraman's fine. But it's just like he's just, for him, he's just like grabbed him by the top and ran a few meters, but like the cameraman's just gone yoink and landed. And the guy's like, right, I think it's time we end this journey right now. You get me? Man, and that's scary. They are strong. You
got to be careful. I saw something where there was like a dude sitting on the beach, and like his monkey was like, just like a smallish monkey was like climbing like sitting on his head, and he was like, chill, bruv. The next second, the monkey takes like a big patch of my man's skull out, bro, just with his hands like that, and you just see like.
Yeah,
I was like,
they're strong.
Yeah,
they're strong.
You got to fear the sea. You've got to fear wild animals.
Yeah.
Like, just, you know,
that's what it is, bro. Fear it all.
Can't get too comfortable. I have not answered your question because it feels like something I'm gonna need to think about.
You're right today, bruv. You're struggling a little bit today, bruv. So
it's a deep question. I'm like, what animal? Because I've seen quite.
It's alright. It's not final. You can have another answer another day if you want.
I've seen like. I'm not proud of it, but when I went, I've seen like tigers and stuff, you know, like in person.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. One of the, it's probably gonna be like the largest of creature would be something cool, like to see like blue whale. Just for the
man, why did you
just for the shit? Oh, sorry,
whatever you say. No, but like that's the blue whale, amazing.
It would just be because it's so vast, innit? You would just be like,
I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. The blue whale is the biggest creature that has existed ever. Bigger than dinosaurs, bro.
Bigger than a megalodon?
I think so. You know.
No, but is it bigger than the megalodon in Meg 2?
I thought it was a dinosaur. Oh man, there is a megalodon. Megalodon was 20 meters long. Blue whale can be well over 25.
There we go.
Yeah. But in terms of in terms of what is a megalodon? Oh yeah, well, yeah, it was a yeah.
Megalodon is like a massive.
It's not bigger than the one in Meg. Yeah, no, you're right. It is. I was just googling it now. It's not bigger than the one in Meg though, because that is
28 meters long.
Yeah. And we know all it takes is one Jason Statham
on a jet ski
game
with a with a like a what did he like a javelin
spear.
He had a spear that he like strapped a bomb onto. If you haven't seen that, it's such a great film. It's
amazing
so great.
That is, you know what, that goes in with our Sharknado 100%. Pile, innit?
It is, but that's the pinnacle. I'm not gonna, I watched it and I was like, what an amazing film.
Again, right, so what if we took stay with me, a Sharknado style film and added Jason Statham to it? That doesn't sound right to me. Have a few more lines. Sounded better. Have a few more. Green light.
What an idea.
Green light, yeah, man.
Absolutely.
We could head on to another part of the show, or I have got another animal related story.
Hey, I think we're on a theme here.
Yeah, should we dip in and out of this then, right?
We're on a theme.
Family stricken with rare brainworms after eating undercooked bear. Parasite versus bear versus human battle. The grizzly parasite comes out on top. Now, Sean, I've been to a barbecue or two of yours, and I must say the food is always cooked to perfection. I don't believe I've ever given you food poisoning, but I like to think if you were going to give me something funky like a bit of bear, there wouldn't be the question.
A bit of bear.
There wouldn't be a question of would you like it medium, well done, or raw. I would expect you to burn that shit. And we're practically eating jerky, if I'm going to eat wild animal like that. If I was, right?
Okay. Good to know for the future.
Good.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, in the summer of 2022, a family gathered in South Dakota for a reunion that included a special meal of kebabs made with the meat of a black bear that one of the family members had harvested from Saskatchewan. Oh, people hate when I say that wrong. From Canada. Szechuan, sorry. No, it's not. It's just, and I'm not even going to mess. I'm not even going to disrespect it. From Canada, that may. Lacking the meat thermometer, the family assessed the doneness of the dark-coloured meat by eye. No,
doesn't look pink in the middle. Bitch, it was never pink.
At first, they accidentally served it rare, in which a few family members noticed before the decision was made to recook it reheat it.
Tuck it in the microwave 30 seconds. Yeah.
The rest of the reunion was unremarkable, and the family members departed to their homes in Arizona, Minnesota, and South Dakota. But days later, family members started falling ill. One, a 29-year-old male in Minnesota, sought care for a mysterious illness marked by fever, severe muscle pain, swelling around his eyes, high levels of infection-fighting white blood cells, and other laboratory anomalies. They sought care for time. The man sought care 4 times and was hospitalized twice in a 17-day span. It wasn't until his second hospitalization that doctors learned about the bear meat, and then it all made sense. I mean, you'd mention it the first time, right? How wild is it for you? Have you hadn't consumed anything crazy? Nah. And the second time, actually, I've had some raw bear. The doctor suspected the man had a condition called, I'm going to mess this up.
Go on.
Trisnellosis, an infection from roundworms. These dangerous parasites can be found worldwide, embedded into the muscle fibers of various carnivores and omnivores. That's why we don't eat carnivores raw. But it's quite rare to find them in humans in North America. Between 2016 and 2022, there were 7 outbreaks involving just 35 cases. The majority were linked to eating bear meat, but moose and wild boar meat are also common sources.
So if they have these parasites, you just need to cook the shit out of the meat. Is that right?
I mean, most things that are wrong with meat, unless it's putrid and rotten, if you get meat that has like got dodgy stuff in it, you just cook the shit. That's why chicken, you have to cook the shit out of it, because chicken is like fucking really good at holding shit in it. Like
but even bacon and stuff, innit?
Yeah, bacon. Pork, you need to cook it quite well. Whereas other meats like beef, you can get away with not doing that because it can't
cordon bleu
be permeated in the same way. Do you know what I mean? I'm a living survivor who's eaten these meats, he says. That's why I'm a tempting fate. But I think I've had, what's another name for moose? Is it what's another moose like thing? Is it buffalo? Bison? I think I've had bison or buffalo. I've had it medium rare before at like a fat, like proper fancy la-di-da press event. And he was like, you can eat this like beef. You can have the cut he gave us is like, you can eat this bit like beef. If you were to have it raw, you could have it blue. But it can't have been. Well, it wasn't bear. But no, I'm reading it because they're saying it happens when people eat certain things like bear and moose. Yeah,
moose are not carnivores, are they?
No, which is interesting.
What about wild boars? I don't know.
It said boar. Yeah,
but are wild boars carnivores?
Boars eat anything. Pigs. Yeah. They'll eat
They'll
Fuck,
go
you
through
know.
bone
They'll
like
go butter.
So be wary of any man.
Yeah. Who has pigs. But yeah, man. So they fucked them up basically. I can get into what it done to them, but it absolutely destroyed them. But I mean, for me, it was just like, why? Like, I get it, but like, why would we not cook the meat well? Like, I'm up for trying stuff.
The thing is, initially, not the beginning of the story, but it said they accidentally served it rare. What? How do you do that? Well, you just forget to cook it.
They forgot their meat thermometer and thought, well, I've eyeballed stuff, yeah. If I'm eyeballing food when I'm cooking it for you, Sean, it's overcooked, bruv. I'd rather you came to my house and said Marcus's
that
chicken
meat
was a bit overdone and dry. Then you came to my house and you were like, yeah, man, his chicken was still bleak. Do you know what I mean? But my mum can eyeball stuff and get it bang on every time.
I'm
can't.
colorblind, so when people, I swear down. Yeah,
I know you are, I believe you.
They're like, "Is it still pink inside?" I'm like, I don't know. It could be.
So maybe
I need like one of them like
Yeah.
I need one of them like Dulux color charts where I can just put it in
Then how would you even know?
I can kind of see that they're similar, no? Really and truly, I should
Yeah.
thermometer everything, shouldn't I?
I do that all the time now. My mum thinks I'm an absolute nutter. Like when I tell her about
It's not
stuff,
just because of that, though.
yeah, it's because of other things. But like she's like come over for food and she see me like doing it. She's like, can't you just? I'm like, no. I don't trust my. She can just be like, it's done. Do you know what I mean? Sounds like Thanos.
I feel like
It is done.
I feel like my mum would be in the next room. I'd be like, I'm not sure of that. My mum would be like,
yeah,
it's done.
Yeah, it's done.
done.
Yeah,
Like, she just know.
Yeah, just
She
eyeball, and just they just have the sense in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not blessed with that.
Same.
So yeah, if I was presented with some raw bear meat, mate, I'm not unless I'm in a Bear Grylls-esque situation, right? I'm not eating that. Do you know what I mean? I don't even think I've seen Bear Grylls eat bear meat. And if Bear hasn't eaten bear, then you don't want to be eating it because he eats, bruv. I've seen him
Yeah, there's a lot of
push water out of an elephant shit and drink it. So
there's a lot of stuff. Just like
sorry, quick digression. Whenever you watch Bear Grylls, don't you just watch it to see if he eats any? Like everything he picks up, I'm like, he's gonna eat it. He's like, oh look, he's done like an urban one. He's like, I found a packet of old batteries. I'm like, is he gonna eat the batteries? Is he gonna eat the batteries? Like, I'm gonna make an improvised explosive. I'm like, damn, he's not gonna eat the explosive. But like, pretty much. So when I watch it, that's the angle that I took.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy the survivalist tips. Even though like I'm not. I don't feel like I'm gonna go be like, let me go and spend a month in the jungle.
Yeah,
not happening.
Yeah, man.
Like my creature comforts too much, but. Like some of it, I'm like, yo, that was clever. Like,
yeah, he's smart.
Yeah.
He didn't. There was one when he was like, again, this was, is he gonna eat? He's like, and over there we have a anaconda. It's quite it's a large male. I don't know. I'm making them about the large male anaconda, and as you can see, it's got an enormous body. And as you can see, it has the strength to probably crush a human rib cage. And just over there is some rocks. I'm just gonna get one and smash it on the head. Smashed his head off. Yeah, cut it. Was like, we need to get the meat off it, and it turns rancid very quickly, so we're gonna have to eat this meat immediately. Then turned its skin inside out and either put water in it, or I swear he pissed in it in the skin to be like, I can keep this as moisture for later. He's fucking wild, bruv. Wild.
I wouldn't survive.
That poor snake was just like doop de doop de doo, smash. Head missing. Anyway, that's that bit. Let's move on, shall we? Time for we did. Time for the next part of the show, which is our killer bit
of the week.
More jingles incoming, man. How you been killing some time, Shawnee boy?
I have been. I was down in Cornwall.
Oh, nice.
This end of last week and this weekend for one of my good friends' weddings. It
nice.
was
Big ups.
amazing. It was amazing. I've never been to Cornwall before.
It's beautiful. Isn't
It is indeed. I didn't get to see all that much of it, but yeah, everyone seems super friendly. It seems like it is a very picturesque place.
Yeah. Where do you know where in Cornwall you went to?
Truro.
Yeah, man.
Truro.
Yeah. So you're a proper Cornwall. Proper in. You was down the A30, mate. Is in there.
Yeah.
Did you get to see countryside, or was it like?
I also very much enjoyed driving around because you can't drive like that in London.
Yeah.
Like you got like nice winding country roads. Yeah. That was enjoyed that very much.
It's nice, man. You get to see like the moors and all that kind of stuff. And Cornish people, how did you find those? The ones that you came
So
with?
friendly, man.
Yeah.
They're just like everybody says thank you. Everyone's just polite in it, and it's It's just very different. It's very different to London, isn't it? Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I clocked it though. People have time to say hi. If you're in a village of 5 people, I'm exaggerating, you can ask everyone, hey, how's your day? Good, whatever. If I try to do that on my commute in central London, I'm not getting anywhere, bruv, because I have to say that to 1,000 people. So I get why in London people are like, zoom, keep it pushing. But over there, it's like, hey, right?
Of that 1,000,
Yeah.
how many replies do you reckon you'll get?
What if I just said hi?
If you're like, hey, how's your day going? To 1,000 people on the tube, on commute in the morning.
I think once everyone in the carriage, in train carriage or bus carriage, noticed I was doing it, the percentage would slowly drop off immediately. So probably the first couple of people, I'll get 100% hit ratio. Yeah. By the time I'm saying hi, how are you doing to the 10th person on the bus, I presume people are going to press the button, or on the train, people are going to leave at the stop, even if it's not their stop, just to get the next bus. Isn't it? Is it Paul McKenna, or he says that if you want to keep the seat to yourself when you're on public transport, don't try and like cower away like people do. Start rubbing the seat and be like, come on, yeah, come on, join me, come on. Smile at them. He goes, no one's gonna sit next to you if you do that.
It's so true.
True, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
so true. That's so true.
How's the wedding though?
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah,
It was like just it was perfect. It was. I'm gonna go and say it was
Nice.
absolutely perfect. Yeah, and on my travels, there was a few evenings where I ended up. I haven't watched. I haven't been film watching recently, and I ended up watching 3 of the most random films.
Before we get onto the films, can I ask you one question, please? Did you enjoy the delicacy that is a Cornish pasty?
I did.
What type of pasty did you have? What flavour?
I didn't buy the pasty. It was purchased by the peeps I was with. It was. I actually don't know what type of pasty it was. I will find out for you, but it was yummy.
Okay. Right.
I was like, I can't go down to Cornwall and not. This is the thing. When I got down there, I got down there on Thursday. Friday, I was supposed to go and explore, go to the beach, do all of that. Absolutely messed up my shoulder. Could not get out of bed.
What do you mean? You just woke up with a messed up shoulder?
It was pretty bad. So I had a day of not really being able to move.
Oh shit! You right now?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. It's better than it was.
Don't get any easier, does it, bro?
That's why I didn't get to explore. I didn't get to explore Cornwall. So, fortunately, the peeps I was with brought back some pasties and fish and chips and all sorts. So
nice.
It was tasty as.
Nice, man. All right, bruv. Well, listen, I'll go Cornwall with you another time, bruv. Be a nice little road trip. But all right, cool. Yeah, and the 3 films. 3 films.
Yeah, man.
Cool. Blimey.
And I will. First one was Adam Sandler, and it was about him being a cobbler. Have you seen this?
No.
He's a cobbler who they have like, I don't even know what's the correct word for it, but passed down through generations. Like his dad was a cobbler, his great grandfather was a cobbler, and there's like a loom or something that he is like a manual loom that he can stitch shoes together, and he's kind of like bored with his life, not going anywhere. He finds that he accidentally stumbles, like his machine breaks, so he has to use this old loom that he's got tucked away, and Method Man's in it, and Method Man gives a pair of shoes for him to do, and he's waiting for Method Man. Method Man like says to him, "Yo, I'm coming back at 6. Yeah, you better be here waiting with my shoes ready," kind of thing. And he's waiting, and he doesn't turn up. He ends up putting his shoes on. He turns into Method Man. So he realizes. So he's like, so he does some like tests. Anyone that he like uses that machine to stitch the shoes, he puts them on. He turns into that person.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So that was.
That sounds like a. I'd watch that. That sounds my kind of.
It was kind of fun.
Is it a new film? Is that old?
2015, I think it was.
Okay, wow.
2015. The second one was a bit. Do you remember The Queen's Nose?
Yeah.
And Bernard's Watch.
Yeah.
From back in the day. Yeah.
2 classic UK children's TV shows. If you don't know about them, give them a quick Google.
This one was similar. It was called 57 Seconds, and it had Morgan Freeman in it, and it was about a ring that you could press and you would go 57 seconds back in time. That was the premise of the film, but it's more like, it's to do with like pharmaceutical companies and health and this and that. It's kind of fun.
Could you spam it?
No. What would happen is is a black stone. You press the black stone, it would go back 57 seconds in time. You have to wait until you get back to that point first before the ring goes white. and then after 57 seconds it goes black again, and then you can press it, so you can't like go back 57 seconds is the maximum that you can.
Okay, so it's helpful, but not that helpful.
No, I mean he saves multiple people's lives with it.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna say he uses it to court this chick, because he can be like, you just say something like, "Oh, that didn't land."
Okay, yeah, okay. So who you voting for? Okay, Zoop. Yeah, I'm voting for.
So there's a scene, right, where it's like the first time that they're like getting hot and heavy. They go move into the bedroom. Mm-hmm. One of his daughters,
Morgan Freeman's getting hot and heavy.
Nah, not Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
like
okay, cool.
The mate is
It must be an old
it's like a young guy. He's like a young dude. But she sees some women's clothes, and then immediately she's like, "Oh, what, have you got a girlfriend?" All of this. Turns out it's not that. It's actually, let me not spoil it. But he just goes, and when he comes in, he's gonna say, he just kicks the door closed, innit? And there's another picture on the side. It's actually his sister. He ends up like flipping it down, but he goes through multiple times, innit?
Oh shit!
To get his leg on.
To get his leg on. All right. Okay. What's that called again? 57 seconds.
57 seconds.
All right.
Yeah.
Never heard of it. Another one I want to watch.
Yeah.
Both of these with level actors.
But they were just for some reason, I don't know. I was in a random mood, and the last one was about these three like 25-year-olds who go looking for treasure because they found like a compass when they were young. I've read the blurb and I was like, this sounds really bad. Let me just watch it. I was in that kind of mood. It wasn't great. I can't remember the name of that film. But they go and they look for treasure. There's like two of them are trying to like move on, live their lives, and one of them is like trying to hold his friends back because he doesn't want to lose what they have.
Oh,
so it's
what was this all on? Was this just random streaming?
No, it was on Sky. It's actually on Sky.
All right, cool. I'm gonna grab all of those and give them a little watch. Nice. Thanks,
I'll find the title things for you. What about you, bro? What have you been up
We're
to?
running out of time, Sean, but I will say I've been watching some true crime. And I did finish The Boys. Have you finished The Boys' new season? Have you not watched it at all?
I've seen the first season.
Okay, right. It's too much for you to watch.
You don't need to. You can spoil it.
I mean, we're just out of time, Sean. That's all it is, bro. So I promise you, I'll give you some more info next week. But if you can, in the meantime, watch Worst Roommate Ever on Netflix. Just one of those episodes. Because I love it. Because Worst Roommate Ever. Sounds like the comic book store guy in The Simpsons. But if you want to give us a shout, drop us a joke. It's jokes@howtokillanhour.com, or send us a DM on socials like a lot of you guys are doing, because we are at some point gonna be reading those out. At Marcus Bronzy on social medias, MarcusBronzy, at How to Kill an Hour, HOWTOKIALLANHOUR.
Hey, smooth, bruh.
Science, baby. Yeah, man, we'll be in your ear holes very, very soon. Maybe even sooner than you think. In the meantime, big up, bless, peace.